Now, effective communication with Phil Zeller, CEO, Dale Carnegie, Southwest Michigan.
Again? I have to do it again? You're going to make me give the presentation again? Ralph, come on, man. I've done this 5 times. 5 times. Yeah, Phil, it's got to be better. It's got to be better. You want the best presentation you can give. Yes, sir, you're absolutely correct. So there I was, Acapulco, Mexico, getting prepared for my keynote presentation in front of over 1,000 people at a conference. And I was in my hotel room working with my mentor. My mentor, the legendary Ralph Nichols, globally known man, twice removed from Mr. Dale Carnegie himself. And I was so blessed to have Ralph in my life in so many different facets to challenge me. And I remember we were working on this presentation. He said, "Are you set for your presentation?" I said, "Yeah, I'm feeling good about it." He goes, "Great, let's go practice." and I said, "You know what? Dale Carnegie says rehearse your talk with your friends." Absolutely, I would love to practice. So Ralph and I go up to my hotel room at this beautiful resort in Acapulco, and I read the first run through it with him. And he goes, "That's good. Where would you like to improve it?" In true Ralph fashion. And I said, "Well, what am I missing? What could you see? What am I not doing?" And he said, "Well, I really like how you did this and how you did this. Well, what about this?" And this was thinking about the audience, thinking about the stakeholders in the room. How diverse is your audience that is listening to you? Now, amazingly, right now, as you're listening to this show, our audiences, the primary countries we serve are the United States, and we're in India, we're in Canada, we're in the Philippines, we're in Australia, and we're in the UK, and you're listening to this show all over the world right now. How cool is that? But I was in Mexico, and I'm being challenged by my mentor to make sure that everybody in that room is accounted for during my presentation, which means that I have to change my presentation, tweak it, so that every person in that room feels as if I'm talking to them. Think about that for a moment. In that presentation, are you talking to every person who's listening to you? I remember when I first got into radio, I had a producer who always shared with me, one set of ears, Phil, one set of ears. There's one person listening to you. There might be 1,000,001 persons listening to you, but at this point in time, only one person is listening to you, always one set of ears. How profound is that, to think about who our audience is? You're the audience. You are. You're the person listening right now. So take this same wisdom, take it back to the audience that you're going to give your presentation to. So Ralph and I were in that hotel room, and he's walking me through I go through the presentation. I went through it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And by this time, I think I'm pretty dang good. I got this thing pretty nailed out, and I haven't ever worked so hard on a presentation in my life as he was having me work that day. And then we did it the 6th time. And it got to be so much better by rehearsing a talk with a good friend and a mentor to go through it. Because I didn't fear persecution. I didn't fear that he was going to tell me what I did wrong. He was going to share with me what he liked and what about this. And so when you're giving that constructive feedback to somebody, share with them what you like and ask them, well, what about this? What could we do to make this more impactful or have more an effect? Or what about these people in the audience? What will they walk away with? And as he asked these questions to me, I was rehoning my presentation. I was tweaking it a little bit here, a little bit there. And then the seventh time, that magical number 7, I gave the presentation to him in the room, and boom, he said, "That's it. That's it. You nailed it. Everybody's accounted for. You nailed it. You got this." And I said, thank you, sir. Thank you for spending the time and challenging me to refine it, to get it, to tweak it to where it needs to be. So rehearse your talks with your friends, because I've got to share with this. I did give that presentation in Acapulco, Mexico. And at the end of my presentation, I got a standing ovation. And isn't that what we want in our presentations? A standing ovation to say that, you know what, you did good. You put the hard work into it, and you made the impact on every one of your listeners. So remember, one set of ears. Make sure everybody in your audience is accounted for. And there's a nugget for them. And if you make sure that everybody in your audience gets a nugget and something to take away from your presentation, your confidence is going to go up, their confidence is going to go up, and everybody's going to feel like $1 million. And yes, you, my friends, you'll get the standing O. Now go make it happen.